Alright guys, thought you guys might want to see what a mini Jeep looks like under the skin. This thing is actually fairly well made underneath, despite all the issues I mentioned in my last video. Loose bolts everywhere though. I'm going to point out some of the weak points I found on this in tearing it apart to do my repairs. So let's flip this video around and we'll go over everything. Alright, so here we go. This is the mini Jeep. Naked, no body. Took it off to start the repairs for the cracking from the accident that we had when the steering separated. I've got the headlights out because we bought some nice LED halos that we're going to put in while it's apart. Kind of going over the bolts that I haven't gone over for tightness, because as I tore this apart, all the body bolts were loose, as to be expected. I'm going to replace some of this Chinese rubber. This thing's a year old, and all the rubber's rotten. I'm going to go through clamps that aren't completely on. I'm going to go through bolts that are still loose. I've gone through the steering. I've gone through the suspension. I tightened those bolts. I had to replace bolts on that fuel pump previously. Same with the carburetor. In tearing it apart, items that were loose, you know, this kind of stuff's all already fallen off. Coming down here, the ring gear, or I don't know what you want to call it, ring gear, the rear sprocket anyway, all the bolts are loose that hold it on. So I'm gonna take those out, Loctite them, put them back in. You can see where I've already greased the rear bearings. Actually a pretty decent setup for the bearings and the rear axle. Coming up here, this chain tensioner, I might put some stronger springs on it. It's actually kind of weak. I've had it skip if we get it stuck and bound up. So a little bit more without it. The body on, you can see the engine a whole lot better. That's your turn signal relays, your horn. I believe the CDI box, probably turn signal, or not turn signal, some more headlight relays. This was the original factory style headlight. We got some cool halos that are going in there. But this is the Jeep without its body. They got a lot of foam on here to try to keep the rattles down. We're probably going to add some more of that before we put it back together. And just kind of Loctite everything. Loctite the battery bolts. Just a quick video. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better when we put it back together. We're going to do an oil change while it's apart. Go through some other things. That's just a short video for today. So thanks guys.